Southill was just towards the left as we see them. Deep Sensation. Nakia jumps out in the lead from Viking Flagship and Southill. Deep Sensation and Martha's Son, and second schedule. A ditch now, number 3. Nakia, Southill, Viking Flagship, Deep Sensation, Martha's Son, and second schedule. Another plain one right over on the far side, number 4, and Southill goes on to take it up from Nakia and Viking Flagship and Martha's Son, and Deep Sensation and second schedule as they swing left-handed now and going a good gallop in this Mumm Melling chase, in which the owner's prize money exceeds £30,000, the winning prize money, and Southolt is the leader. From Nakia as they come to number 5, Viking Flagship, Martha's Son, Deep Sensation, and second schedule, who jumped it very deliberately indeed. Turning into the home straight now on this first circuit with Southolt and Richard Guest still taking him along from Nakia. Then Viking Flagship, Deep Sensation and Martha's Son, and finally second schedule. Southolt over the 6th, all safely over it. Coming down to another ditch now, the second of the ditches. Southolt from Nakia and Viking Flagship, Deep Sensation, Martha's Son, and second schedule. Now coming down to the fence, it'll be the last next time round in this Mumm Melling chase. Number 8 this time, and Southolt the leader from Nakia. Then Viking Flagship, Deep Sensation, Martha's Son, and second schedule. And so passing the winning post now with a full circuit. Southolt the leader from Nakia and Viking Flagship. Deep Sensation then on the inside. Martha's Son in 5th, and 6th and last is second schedule. So out into the country now on the far side, and Southolt still from Nakia. Viking Flagship, Deep Sensation and Martha's Son virtually matching strides, and then second schedule. Coming down to number 9, Southolt from Nakia and Viking Flagship. Martha's Son, a brilliant jump on the outside. Back in 5th, Deep Sensation. 6th is second schedule. Still Southolt the leader at number 10. From Viking Flagship, Martha's Son on the outside. On the inner, Nakia losing a little bit of ground. And then Deep Sensation still going very well within himself. The third of 4 ditches coming up now. Southolt from Viking Flagship, Martha's Son on the outside, Nakia on the inner, and then Deep Sensation with Norman Williamson still swinging off Deep Sensation. Coming to number 12 now, the 16 fences, Southolt and Viking Flagship. Then on the outside is Martha's Son, Nakia on the inner, and then Deep Sensation, and finally second schedule, who's about 10 to 12 lengths adrift of them now. 4 from home. And still Southolt from Viking Flagship. Martha's Son moves into 3rd, just shading Nakia, and then Deep Sensation over that 4th last. And a slight nod there by the favourite, Martha's Son. He lost a little bit of ground in the process, and it's Southolt from Viking Flagship. Still cruising in behind him is Deep Sensation. Martha's Son coming back into contention on the near side as they come down now towards the 3rd last. Southolt ended in the lead from Viking Flagship, Martha's Son, Deep Sensation, and then Nakia. Coming down to the final ditch now, Southolt the leader from Viking Flagship and Martha's Son at the last ditch. And it's Southolt and Martha's Son with between horses. Viking Flagship, Deep Sensation making ground over on the far side. Viking Flagship takes a fractional lead, but here comes Martha's Son on the near side. 4 of them in contention at the final fence. Martha's Son takes a fractional advantage. It's just hardly jumped the last. Martha's Son lands in the lead from Viking Flagship. Deep Sensation getting up over on the far side. Deep Sensation and Martha's Son and Viking Flagship as they come to the line. It's a photo finish between Viking Flagship and Deep Sensation. A photo between Viking Flagship and Deep Sensation. Adrian Maguire thinks he's just got up in the closing stages. Martha's Son was 3rd, and 4 was Southolt, and 5 was Nakia, and pulled up with second schedule. It's desperately close, this photo finish, but I think that Viking Flagship has won it all right. The dual champion 2-mile chaser has just won that desperately close battle with Deep Sensation in the closing vital stages of the Mumm Melling chase, with Martha's Son back in third. That's Viking on the right, Deep Sensation on the left. And a photo between number 7, Viking Flagship, owned by Roach Foods Limited, trained by David Nicholson and ridden by Adrian Maguire, who rides Ebony Jane in the big one tomorrow. Second, or in the photo, was number 1, Deep Sensation, owned by Mr. Robin Elliott, trained by Josh Gibbon and ridden by Norman Williamson, who was bidding to put his name on the scoreboard in the Ritz Club Charity Trophy for the third time at the meeting. And third was Martha's Son, owned by Mr. Paddy Hartigan and Mr. Michael Ward Thomas, trained by Captain Tim Forster and ridden by Rodney Farrant, beaten for the first time in 9 previous successful consecutive partnerships of this horse.
And here as they running to the line there, just see Viking Flagship looks as if he just gets his head back in front. It's going to be on the nod though. It is very, very close. But I would say if there's ever a horse in the battle up the running that is going to stick his head out, it's Viking Flagship. He must be the toughest horse in training. He sometimes doesn't look the quickest horse for a 2-mile chaser or 2.5-mile chaser, but isn't he tough, Richard?
But look how they came up there. If they'd have missed, they'd have never stopped rolling. Martha's Son yet again put in a big leap there, but it suited the old chestnut horse on the inside, Deep Sensation. He squeezed up through the rails. He's got that head in front, but it's diminishing from here on in. I personally think that the chestnut has held on. Deep Sensation for me. But every stride as they go to it, and from this angle, it looked as if Viking had got up. My opinion is the chestnut has won, in my opinion, but it's very close. And what a shame you've got to split them.
It is a most magnificent race, because beforehand we were saying all the stables fancied these wonderful horses, and they all proved right. Sometimes there's a lot of talk about horses running so well.